Hello, and welcome to Old Sins and Sinners here on the Nerd Tunnel Network. This is, of course, our Old Gods of Appalachia actual play, and I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me will be Eric as Alexander, Sarah as Mace, though did somebody disconnect?
Nope, I'm Zeke today. No?
Oh, well.
And we're off to a good start.
Welcome to February, everybody.
A well-oiled machine. Don't worry, we'll get this. We got like 50 more episodes. We can get this.
Better yet, this is Failuary.
Nah.
Alright, so now we have, if it'll ever grab the right freaking window.
Never. It's because I'm here. It's fine.
So now we have Sarah as Mace.
That's your blame, right?
None of this is going to make any sense to anybody that just
Sure.
listens.
Are you sure?
Carr as Ezekiel.
Discourse says no.
Rappy as Katrina. And Patrick as Cyrus.
Not here.
Alright, who remembers what happened last week? Rappy, go.
Because I was here for sure.
Totally.
Yeah, obviously. You weren't lurking in the stream while we were playing? Gosh.
While I was at work?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how this works, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. We followed the man into the woods. We encountered the cow-deer creature.
Oh my lordy. Good start.
And now when you say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I shot it multiple times. Mace punched it once. It ran away. We saved a man, came back to his child, and
Sent Ghost Deer after it.
yeah.
You forget about the catamount that showed up and started attacking.
Yep. It was just a catamount.
Well, the trick is
Just a random cougar that came by and thought he'd help out.
Yeah, totally hoping.
Yeah,
and then disappeared.
Except
And then Zeke
my
fell in the
character
creek.
knows exactly who that actually was, but that's just me.
You suspect. You know he can turn into animals.
You've never seen him do it.
No, that was part of y'all's connections. He witnessed it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You don't know that he knows.
I forgot. Yeah. That's
but I know,
the part I
and you don't know that I know.
You don't know that he sits
not
out
gonna go
across the
down
road
that
from
road.
your house every night with his rifle, trying to decide how much of a danger you are to the town.
Is there a way to just...
He's either going to eat him out of house and home or he's going to eat them.
And don't forget, the cow-deer creature could speak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And you're not sure what he was going to do.
Really nice guy.
Other than probably sacrifice the person that you rescued. Jim Truth, I believe his name was. And this was in the old Skag Cemetery, which is a bit overgrown. The city sends somebody out to mow it once or twice a year. And Rappy, what got them started on this thing was some weirdness that showed up at a tent revival. Everything started at a tent revival right outside of town.
Okay.
Just the second night. We got 3 or 4 more nights? Is it a 5-day or 7-day?
This is a Sunday to Sunday.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, there's a lot of Jesus.
And you're already fighting deer.
Oh, but it's hellfire and brimstone for one of the guys.
That's true. There's probably more hellfire and brimstone than Jesus coming out of Brother Thorn.
Who is Brother Thorn?
Brother Thorn is the priest who's doing the revival.
Yeah. He's a traveling
priest.
preacher. Yes, he's a
traveling
visiting minister. Yeah.
Yep.
He owns his own tent and everything.
Owns a Volkswagen bus.
Do what?
I don't even
We
know
don't
if
know that.
I was just making a joke that he owns a Volkswagen bus.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, there's still be plenty of those on the road, I guess.
I don't remember when they were made.
I think they got big in the 60s. So 75, probably plenty of them still around, even if they had stopped making them at that point.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I think we got everybody.
One in the late
Everybody got
80s.
home.
Mhm.
Yep.
And we all went to bed
Yep.
because we cut early because we were like, if we go into further things, it will be overtime.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't want one day to be too busy. All right. So Ezekiel and Lucille were supposed to go over to Alexander's in the morning.
Yes.
Mhm.
However, Ezekiel, when you wake up the next day, Lucille is gone. Now, you do remember there was a phone call in the middle of the night. She got the phone first, and when you kind of groggily asked what it was, she told you it was the wrong number. Go back to bed.
Zeke doesn't like that, but okay. Especially when he wakes up and she's not there.
There is a note on the counter.
Okay, what does the note say?
A friend of hers in paradise called.
Okay.
Some people were poking around looking for her. She's just bopping off to see what the issue is. Didn't want to. If she has to leave the area for a while, she didn't want to uproot you again. You're back, more or less back home with friends.
Right.
I mean, this isn't Boone, but it's somewhere you were familiar with.
He'll fold up the letter and put it in a shirt pocket.
She tells you she'll try to come back if she can.
And his Zeke's standing there I have no idea where Alexander lives.
That's true. He probably gave.
Zeke's like, maybe someone at the restaurant will. So he'll just go towards Robbie's restaurant.
There's food there. If nothing else, it's a good place.
Yeah. So you swing by Robbie's. They're open for breakfast. If you ask around, everybody knows where Alexander lives. He's in his Meemaw's old house. Everybody in town, you know where she was.
Needless to say, Zeke walks everywhere he goes, so he's walking for a while.
Yeah, it's a decent little walk. Ooh, yeah, just from your house to or the house you're renting to
the Alexanders.
From there to Robbie's, and then from Robbie's to.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to drive, so he walks everywhere he goes. Probably needs a new pair of shoes by this point.
I mean, if you go by as the crow flies, once you get into the woods, you can maybe run.
Yeah. Which he probably will for majority of the way.
Cheetahs can run quite fast. You could turn into a cheetah. I'm sure it would
Yeah, but
confuse everybody in town.
I'm going to turn into a deer so I don't get very suspected.
Hunting season, look out, Zeke.
Yeah.
You had to speak that into existence, didn't you?
It's fine. It's fine. Probably not the first time he's been shot at. Let's just say that.
Got to get him a high vis vest that fits a deer.
High vis deer.
Spray paint on his side. I'm a pet.
Behold a target.
I know what you're referencing there.
It's got antlers, just like this. Bang.
All right. Katrina. How long have you lived in Ryan, North Carolina?
For
And-
about.
And just to give you an idea about the rest of the party,
Mhm.
Zeke is from Boone, which is further down the mountain, in North Carolina. But he was familiar with this area as a child, but he's been gone for years. Maybe because he murdered his parents. And just recently came
No
back.
one knows that except for one person in this fucking party.
That's out of character knowledge.
Mhm.
Mace grew up in town, but ran off like, what was it, 17 years ago?
Yes.
And has just come back. Well, how old is Mace?
34, 35.
Okay.
She left at junior year of high school.
Okay. So old enough that her grandmother's about giving up on any hope of great-grandchildren.
Oh yeah, Grandma is probably aware that ship has sailed.
Alexander also grew up here in town, and he's been off to Vietnam, off to Cambodia. He's probably been back in town the longest, but not by a whole lot. He's in the process of cleaning out his grandmother's old place. And his grandmother was a quote-unquote granny.
Capital G.
Yeah, capital G granny. That's a good way to put it. Cyrus isn't from around here. But had friends in Tennessee. Something happened. He became aware of the supernatural. And at some point, saw Ezekiel change shape. So he sort of followed him to Ryan just to see what was up with him. And now weirdness has been going on here in town. So.
Okay.
So you have the option to be from somewhere else. Just you need a reason why you're in town, or you could be from Ryan.
And she's probably been living there for about 20 years at this point. Not raised. I mean, is not born there.
So how old is Katrina?
Say she's probably about 27, 28.
Okay, so she was little.
Yeah.
She was little when she moved here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are from the area. Let's see, you'd be a bit younger than Mace and Alexander for sure. Though certainly you have heard stories about Mace and various other members, of her family. Though her and her grandmother, I think, are the only family.
There's probably some cousins, but they come and go.
Okay.
Their grandma was the only one that stayed like permanently. Mace came back too. I don't know if the cousins would be direct called her or what, but I'll leave that up to you.
Okay.
Don't mind me being dumb.
So at some point, and it's not important right now, but at some point, if you look on the map that we've got, you will see where we have Mace's home marked and Alexander's home marked, and where Cyrus and Zeke are staying. You'll just need to pick some spot, either in town proper or just outside, where Katrina lives.
Let me know and I'll add it to this list.
Once again, being cartographer.
Yeah, the cartographer.
Yep.
I'm
Car who
haunted?
doesn't try-
What?
The car
Mr.
who
Gallo's
doesn't
house.
Mr. Gallo's house has the reputation of being a haunted house. Every town's got one.
area?
Where the tent revival is taking place.
Gotcha.
You say cartographer, but it's hilarious because Artificer just came out with a cartographer subclass, and I'm like, I want to play this class.
Just a small kobold that makes maps.
Mm-mm-mm.
If you ping rap, I can put it wherever you want me to ping. Right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's relatively close to Skag Cemetery. Nice.
Do you spell your character's name? K-A-T.
Riona. CAT. Yeah, CAT.
That is one more time. I'm sorry.
CATRIONA.
Found the person not watching the stream.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I don't pay attention to the stream. I'll let you do that.
We all have our jobs. I mind the stream. You mind the map.
I just hop on every once.
Same.
Now, Rappy, would Katrina have been going to the tent revival? Keep in mind, it's the 70s. In a really small town like this, a tent revival is almost as much about entertainment as anything. To a lot of the people that go, not everybody. They were having free food afterwards.
Probably would have.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Then you are aware there was some commotion after the first night. Some critter, a coyote, a mangy dog, something had stirred up, gotten the people outside riled up. Let's see, what was the excuse they used the next night when the man-shaped one attacked somebody?
I think we'd put them down by the time a lot of people got out.
That's right, because they had people on guard, and only the people on guard saw it, and you guys that rushed out.
They saw it, yeah.
Yeah, we heard the gunshot and came out.
So I think they used the same excuse. They fired a shot and run the thing off. And then as the group was leaving, or most of the group, Alexander stayed for the entire service. He's a little more churchy than the rest of the party. They ran across an abandoned car with a baby in it and figured out the guy had been drug off, and that's where, they got the sheriff and a deputy and so forth, and they went after him.
Encountered that talking horse there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that does mean you were not at home when the gunfight broke out in the cemetery, so.
Oh, not.
So if you were driving home, you might or might not have heard some gunfire. But, this is an area where you have a lot of hunters. It's not unusual to hear the crack of a rifle off in the distance in the woods. Now, somebody you did see at the revival the night before that you were not expecting, was it's Lula, right? Your grandmother.
Yes, Lula.
That's right, because Lucille was Lulu. Anyway, you saw Lula Calder.
Calder.
I get it right eventually. I need to have a list of names like hung up somewhere. The Calders do not have a good reputation in town. Granny Calder's a bit of a. Can a lady be a curmudgeon? I don't think curmudgeon's gender specific.
As a curmudgeon, yes.
So she's a bit of a curmudgeon. Given your set of skills, you are aware that she is a capital G granny. That she does root work. That she's in touch with the green, much like you are. You don't know if you've ever seen her set foot in a church, though. Barring maybe a funeral or something. And she was in there with her granddaughter, who you don't know real well, but you are aware of having been around town. You know, having grown up here. And when there was that commotion, Mace was quick to get up. She ran out with some other folks. Alexander, you're probably aware of, just because you would have been aware of his Meemaw, who was also did some root work and some. You know, people went to her for remedies to stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what you specialize in, but his Meemaw specialized in, you know, medicines, curative stuff. Granny Lula was more, from your understanding, is more about rewards and dealing with unpleasantness. She has the perfect personality for it. And that is pretty much all the kind of wheel workers that you know of in town. Now, you go over the mountain where the town of Freedman used to be. Town burned down in the 40s. But there's still a community of farmers over there that, you know, used to live outside that town. You know there's a few over there. So what would you do first thing in the morning? What does Katrina do for a living?
And this is what, in the 1975.
Well, yeah, we're in 75. It's, I think I said early spring.
Spring.
Yeah, spring,
Yeah.
Early spring. So still a little cool at night, still cool in the
Speaking-
mornings, but kind of getting pleasant once the sun gets up. And keep in mind, this is a small town of about 500. So
probably would have been a secretary.
okay, there's plenty of businesses in town. I don't have everything marked, but you know there would be a lawyer, at least one or two lawyers in town. You know, there's not a full hospital in town, but there's a doctor. You know, he's got a place with a few beds where he can keep people if necessary. Though really long term care, they get shipped down to Boone or over to Paradise or somewhere else.
Yeah, she probably would have been a secretary, maybe at a doctor's office.
Okay, that'll work. I don't have the doctor's name readily available. We'll have that for next time.
Samson.
You jest, but that came up.
Kevorkian.
No.
I was about to say, don't worry, it's the 70s. It's too early for him, but he was an old man. So the 70s, yeah, he might be running around in his prime right now. We'll come up with a name. So okay, so you leave for work. Ezekiel goes and he gets breakfast and is heading towards Alexander's. What is Mace doing first thing in the morning?
Waking up, helping out with any chores that are around the house. Trying to figure out how to broach the subject of all the weirdness with her gran.
Your gran is up, you know, piddling around, waiting on you to fix breakfast.
That tracks.
She makes the coffee. If you haven't got the coffee made by the time she gets up, she puts the coffee on. Fetches the paper off the
Coffee is
porch.
always first. Everything else is second.
She's reading her paper with the coffee. Like nothing has gone on.
Is there a recommended time that I should wait before asking you how many cups of coffee?
At least one more after this.
There.
Maybe after breakfast.
I can wait till after breakfast.
Maybe tomorrow. After breakfast tomorrow.
Now you're just being obtuse.
You're a little snicker
I'm
about
the
Hot
one that's
Peppers.
supposed to. I'm supposed to be the obtuse one. Granted, I learned it from you, but.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it, like many things, runs in our line.
Yeah.
Sets down plate of breakfast.
All right, so y'all sit down, y'all have breakfast. As she's as she's finishing up, pouring her, pouring her glass or her cup of after breakfast coffee. All right, what's your question?
That horse thing talked like it knew you. Or knew of you.
I assure you, I've never met the man before.
From where she's like picked up and is washing the dishes, turns just enough to give her the like blandest look.
I think it was more of aware of the family than me specifically. Or aware of me by reputation, perhaps.
I mean, I know we got a reputation, but I didn't think it spread to crazy bone dirt horses.
Sometimes
Whoever's puppeting the bone dirt horse.
Sometimes haints and boogers talk and spread. They're as bad a gossip as any old church lady, truth be told.
That's a weird visual, but alright.
Shoot, if you're not careful though, they'll want to gossip with you, before tearing your soul out or whatever it is they do.
Yeah, that tracks too. Same with old church ladies.
Oh, I'm glad we had this conversation.
The look she gives. Yeah, I'll figure if you don't want to elaborate, but at some point, I'd like some elaborating.
Look, we've dealt with this sort of thing for a long time.
The weirdness?
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like something I should have been told in high school or something, but all right.
You didn't really have the knack for the sort of things I have the knack for.
Yeah, I know I'm magic stupid, but
I was planning on your mama kind of replacing me, but well, she wouldn't have none of that and took off. Well, I'll never tell you about that.
yeah. Well, at least she came back, nods to the top of the fridge.
Now you get the blank. I don't appreciate that look.
Hey, she might be your daughter, but she's my mom. I can say that too.
Can and should are two different things.
I ain't never been good at that distinction.
But this tradition of protecting Ryan, well, technically not just the city or not just the town, but this whole area, it kind of runs with the blood, or maybe just with the name. I did marry into it after all.
They didn't tell you either, did they?
I knew the reputation, and I knew what your granddad's grandma could do. She was a little on the conniving side. Always best interest of the family at heart, you know. Did her duty or whatever, but kind of think of it, I think she married into it. That'd be like the Calder men. Get us married into it and then let us
So,
take care of it.
sounds about right for men.
I probably shouldn't say that. Your granddaddy did a lot. Too much there at the end.
Yes, and that's why he's not here no more.
Yeah. All right, remind me, was a cave-in or a mine collapse?
I didn't have anything for grandparents, so feel free to go nuts with that. I know her dad was complications from working in a mine, either illness or
Okay, it was your dad I was
accident.
thinking of. It was dad you was thinking of. I'm sorry.
Huh.
I forgot
Well,
he
maybe all
he
the
was not a
Calder men go in
deadbeat. He was
mines.
just dead. So she'd be referencing your father there, not your grandfather. But though now I think about it, he married into it too. No, wait, no, you're a Calder. He'd have to be a Calder. If your parents
Family
were married.
trees are weird, folks.
If your parents were married.
Yeah, she could have just been adopted by grandma and she just got the name. Or mom wasn't, didn't change her name, wasn't properly married. What's the 70s?
What a scandal.
Well, it wouldn't have been the 70s, it would have been the 40s.
Yeah, if you're in your 30s, yeah.
Even more of a scandal. Fits. Well, fun times ahead then.
Yeah, there may be things in the area that know that I am not what I once was.
So I'm gonna have to kick everything's ass.
Yeah. Luckily, Alexander's back in town.
That boy couldn't hurt a fly.
No, but he can patch you up good.
I mean, fair enough on that.
But with his Meemaw gone and me diminished, I'm gonna have to introduce you to that Katrina girl.
Katrina?
Yeah, she's probably in elementary school when you were in high school. But she's wise to the ways of the green.
All right.
I don't know exactly what Alexander's Meemaw taught him.
Your guess is good as mine.
But if he takes after her, it's going to be curatives and good stuff to have. How effective it'll be, against our new friend from last night, I don't know.
Well, we'll find out, I'm sure.
All right, good talk. I got work to do.
Yeah, I should probably go do something. You need anything from town?
She cracks open the fridge, looks around. Nah, I think we're pretty good on groceries right now.
All right. I'm gonna go get some stuff to fix up a couple things on the Studebaker.
Okay.
Another
Cyrus.
excuse to go to town.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
What are you doing first thing in the morning? And are you one of those veterans that still wakes up early because you're used to waking up early?
Probably. Because
Somewhere.
his service still... He's still a few years out of service, but it's that old habits.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what are you doing this morning?
All right. Oh, what day of the week was this again? Was it a
The first night of the revival would have been Sunday night.
Sunday night?
So the previous
Okay.
night was Monday night. It is Tuesday morning.
Well, one of the things I do is probably still exercise, because that's
Mhm.
something that's probably just... It's something he probably shouldn't have to do, but he still does out of habit.
Gets up, does your exercises for breakfast.
Yep.
Gets the blood flowing.
He will pick up supplies from Roscoe's building supply.
Oh, that's
Largely
right.
because,
You're living in a camper right now.
yeah. One of the ideas that I have for an arc is him kind of saying, I'm not sure about this place, like a place I'm going to stay, all the while slowly building a house.
I don't know about this place while slowly settling in. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you buy this land? Nah, my house is here now, though.
After that, I would probably actually, well, since I do work at the O.J. Sparks Theater, I'll probably work there.
Yeah, I don't imagine that it opens before noon,
Yeah.
especially
But,
on a
like,
weekday.
one of the things that I would like to do, as like, because I mentioned that I've set up like a perimeter because I don't have the wards, but I have an inability with magic.
Okay, so that means
But
you have a harder time
after
doing it.
seeing, yeah, but after seeing stuff, it's just like, I don't understand that, but it's happened more than once.
So you walk around
Is
checking all your tripwires and
yeah.
nothing seems to be disturbed. Oh, we have a Nix in the chat.
Oh, hello, Nix.
Hi, Nix.
Hello.
I find it interesting that the one person that could actually detect me has left the game, but still shows up when I'm mentioned.
Just pops up in the chat. Oh, there he is.
Yep. Found him.
Let's see, one of the things that I would also like to do is, while I'm still getting familiar with the area,
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually get more familiar with some of the backwoods area too. I don't know, I might actually have to, well, character sheet, where'd you go? Because I do have tracking, sensing danger. Ah, there it is. Wilderness Explorer. Oh no, that's just my other one. So that's a kibosh on that. But actually, that's probably one I'll just might have to do it. I don't know if it's a intelligence check. I'd like to get a better idea of like around my area where I am, considering the Skag Cemetery is right here.
Yep.
I'd like to get kind of more like a map of this area.
Okay, so you're learning the immediate area basically between your house and Skag Cemetery.
Yeah.
And then probably off to the west or east as well.
Yes. Do you need me to actually make a check for that, or?
No. That's just something you spend your day. You can spend your day doing before work.
Oh, all right.
You know, that area is not so far outside of town that you're likely to run into.
Something.
Yeah, nothing. Natural stuff. Shouldn't be anything dangerous there. Unnatural, well, who knows.
Yeah. And what's curious on this? What's AMP right here?
AMP, there's a grocery store.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You've got the AMP down there, and then up kind of in the middle of downtown, you've got the food line.
Yeah.
The old folks in town complain that the two chain stores basically ran the local grocery store out.
Yeah.
Really, it has much to do with that old couple retiring, but don't try to tell the meemaws and the pawpaws that though.
Let's see.
Alexander. You wake up expecting guests for breakfast. Or not for breakfast, for cooking lessons afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
There's a
anything
knock
that
at
you?
his door?
Yeah, but I say, is there anything that you do, early in the morning before Zeke shows up?
Well, he's got the also has the military vet mindset of he's up like before the butt crack of dawn. He is going to go through his Mima's library, basically, see if he can do some research onto what this thing might be. Question mark.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Maybe try to find a way to counteract it, or at least weaken it and drive it back.
Okay. You start poking through her stuff. And at least the first few books you find some stuff on general warding.
Mm.
It wasn't necessarily what she did the most of, but she had her house warded,
Yeah.
It might not have been her specialty, but she had general knowledge.
Mm-mm.
So you spent a couple of hours doing that, because your Meemaw knew where she had put her books, but her books aren't really organized in any fashion that makes sense to anyone other than her.
Yeah, no, he's reorganizing things in ways that make sense to him.
It's got to be Dewey Decimal System.
Maybe.
But yeah, before too much longer though, there's a knock at the door.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you've turned back into a person by then, Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm. He's standing at the door, kind of dusted himself off.
But it's just
Oh.
one person.
Hey Zeke, I was expecting Lucille to show up with you.
She had some things she had to take care of, so she's not going to be able to make it. But told me to
Okay.
come on anyway.
Yeah, sure. Come on in. I was about to get started on breakfast anyway. Well, guess I guess you're not gonna have leftovers.
That's fine. He'll step in.
Ate breakfast half hour ago. You want some food? Sure.
Sure. He probably only went to Robbie's for directions. He probably didn't eat.
Yeah.
Because you have to have money for that.
Man, he's cooking away on the wonder stove that have everyone go witchcraft, but
That's a fancy stove.
There's a crock pot built in.
yeah, I mean, lets me do a lot of things on it. and I can keep track of everything. And so, how you feeling? All healed up?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Kind of just awkwardly stands in the kitchen.
Feel free to take a seat if you want to. Tea, coffee.
He is fine. He'll go over and sit at the table.
Starts up a kettle. How do you like your eggs?
Eggy?
Do you like the yolk runny or not?
I have no idea what that means.
Do you want me to cook the yolk or do you want me to leave it in a liquid form?
I still have no idea what that means.
The yellow bit.
Okay.
Do you want me to fully cook it or leave it a little runny?
Make it how you like it, I guess.
All right. And bacon, crispy, soggy.
Crispy.
Ah, that's something we agree on. And before long, there is a spread. um, eggs, bacon, biscuits.
There's like 4 types of eggs, like overlight, sunny side up,
yeah,
over
basically.
easy.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. He
Figure out what type of egg you like.
more or less. Some homemade jams. There's some honey. Then he pours some tea.
He's just salivating.
If you I know a lot of our particular group might not believe the same way I do. Mind if I say grace before we dig in?
No, that's fine.
We'll say a prayer over the food.
Zeke politely waits.
Dig in.
Immediately.
Was Zeke's family growing up? Was Zeke's family very churchy?
I would say for the time, yes, they were probably very churchy, but they were the good kind of churchy, not the I'm going to hellfire and brimstone you until you go to church.
Okay.
He knows the interest, like the be polite and kind of wait until grace is said, and then you can dig in.
Okay. I just know there's some weird people down in Boone, so yeah. All right, so y'all are digging in. And you've been awkwardly talking to Zeke for a few minutes while you're eating in, and you feel a little tingle as something passes crosses your wards.
Yeah, so
not the ones directly around the house that you've been reinforcing, but the older ones, around the property that you haven't completely kind of revamped.
Something is coming.
You don't feel super alarmed by it.
Zeke's just like mid-bite. What?
There's something that just crossed the outer layer of the wards around the property.
You do that magic voodoo stuff?
Well, yes, it was a gift granted to me from above, but yes.
Zeke will swallow. He'll be like, okay, what do we do?
Well, it doesn't feel hostile. He sort of like stands from the table with his plate and goes to the window and sort of look in the direction that he can feel it approaching from.
It's coming from kind of northernly. And you see a decent sized dog. but it's limping real. Its head's down, tail's kind of low, and it's limping real bad. It's really favoring its front right leg. And it, it's far enough away you can't really make out more detail, much more detail than that. It's black. There's a little bit of white on its head and on its chest.
He'll go to the table, set his plate down, grab a strip of bacon, and will go to the porch.
Okay. The dog wanders up. It's sniffing air. Clearly, it can smell the cooking bacon. It's a little leery when it spots you.
Yeah, he's gonna examine it, like see what's wrong, and also see if this might be something that's been touched by the dark.
All right. So you start coaxing it forward with the bacon. Not too hard to do.
Yeah.
Let's see, no, I don't need Ezekiel. I need. I think what you rolled for.
So, I do have trained as a skill positive social interaction.
I think it did specify it includes animals.
It does, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, give me a roll on that.
Okay.
And up close, even at a glance, up close, you can tell that this poor boy has tangled with something.
Do I get a bonus for bacon?
Yeah, I would say that would probably count.
Zeke is also at the doorway with bacon.
But it's Zeke's bacon.
Can Zeke also help?
Any particular... Well, non-combat, if he is willing to help, he doesn't even have to be trained for me to get the benefit of help.
Okay, yeah.
Zeke is willing to help because dog.
Okay. What's the difficulty I'm looking at?
Demanding.
Demanding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hurt dog, doesn't know you, so it's a little leery. But you've got bacon.
Gotcha. I do have bacon.
Maybe just bacon. You can use this bacon and start a dog food, like begging for bacon strips. Not sponsored.
2 assets.
But maybe sponsored.
But we would take the sponsorship, I assure you.
That bumped it down to a I cannot fail.
This dog will be my friend.
Yeah. No, I mean, difficulty 3, trained, bumped it down to 2, and then 2 assets for help and bacon.
So he'll happily munch on bacon. He'll accept pets. Up close, you can see that little white mark on his head. It's just a little streak of white that gets a little bit broader at the bottom.
Okay, I'm going to start with Charmed Touch. It's difficulty 2. Get asset because I am trained in magic. No cost because of edge. Okay. Dog heals 4.
Okay. And you can tell it's been bitten, though you don't recognize the bite patterns.
Yeah.
And it was, it had clotted and stuff, but one of his ears is a little raggedy. But so yeah, you start patching up a lot of the superficial damage. He's still kind of favoring that leg a little bit, though.
Hey Zeke, do you recognize this bite pattern? I don't.
Does Zeke recognize it?
It doesn't look like any kind of animal you're familiar with.
Shakes his head. Doesn't look like anything I've seen.
Hmm. Okay. He's going to try it again. Now ups it to a difficulty 3.
Okay.
But ooh,
Roll a 19.
minor effect. What kind of minor effect are we looking at?
You hear a popping as the leg resets.
Yeah, basically where the leg was probably broken. I mean, not, hairline fracture, something at least.
Mhm. Heals another 4.
Right. I'm going to say, I'm going to give you a bonus to any future interactions with this dog.
Nice.
And since I already know the dog's name, I can write that down.
It has a name.
It's someone else's dog.
It's mine now. I mean, what?
Jason,
Papa.
Jason gave him a pet. We're in trouble.
Papa. Become mine.
And before he does something horrible to the pet, and then Alexander goes on his John Wick arc.
I'm a holy man. I'll make you see
But-
God sooner.
Send you there with same day delivery.
It ain't my role to judge what you do on this earth, but I can't arrange the meeting.
Now, Mace, what were you going into town for?
Maybe a light bulb or something needs replaced on the truck. Just little things that would have been needed repaired since it's been setting for a little while.
Okay. All right. So you could swing by, let's see. Burl's Full Service is that'd be a place you'd take it for them to do the repairs more than. Well, I take that back. They probably have some supplies as well.
Supplies. Yeah. I figure they're just like if they have just a general kind of store.
Well, you get the five
maybe
and
a Five and
dime.
dime. A&P might carry some little bit of automotive parts, or the food line might.
Yeah, they probably have a very small section. Might have a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
Or something, a little bit of oil.
Whichever one's least likely to give her side eye. It's too early in the morning for side eye.
It's never too early in the morning for side eyes.
Yeah, but then she has to deal with a side eye, and she's trying to not punch too many people before noon.
Look, you walk in, people just naturally keep an eye on you. It's not that they think you're going to steal. They just, going to encourage you, give you extra encouragement not to.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're huge. I don't know what they were going to do if you did decide to walk out with something, but you just grab that pack of
Call
spark
the police.
plugs.
The police talks.
You just grab that pack of spark plugs, and you look them right in the eye as you walk out.
Right in the eye. I dare you. No, she would pay for everything. Mostly because she has the fear of her grandmother getting word of it and her grandmother beating her up. Doesn't matter that her grandmother's probably a foot shorter and has about 45 to 50 years on her.
Well, the shorter doesn't matter. That's just putting all that ornery in concentration. In concentrating.
Yeah.
Mace is the same amount of ornery, just with more water at it. Katrina, you are at... No, we need to name this doctor. Anyway, you're at the doctor's office.
I think Patrick put a name in the chat. I don't know if it's the actual name.
Yeah. That was just one I just made up. Well, actually, name generator, actually. So,
I can live with that,
Dr.
though.
Dalton Seats.
I can live with that name. Dr. Dalton Seats. So, Katrina, you're sitting there doing his, a little bit of paperwork needing, as his secretary, you're kind of basically the receptionist as well, because it's not a big facility. So, you've had people, people bringing their kids in for appointment, for just checkup kind of stuff. Phone rings.
Shit. Thank you for calling Dr. Seat's office. How may I help you?
Exactly how I answer the phone. Shit.
Any of us that have worked retail, we have our on the work phone voice, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you slip into it out of retail. It's like, oh no.
Yep.
Yep.
Worked in a call center for a year, so trust me.
Worked
Don't
to
use your
prepare
work
foods
voice
for
on me.
years.
So anyway, you hear an old lady over the phone. Katrina, this is Lula Calder.
Oh, hey, Miss Calder, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I mean, I'm old, but other than that, did you hear about any of the excitement last night?
Somewhat, I did.
So there may be a situation, and she sounds pained as she's talking to you.
What's going on?
Like she sounds like somebody that's calling to ask for help that really does not like asking for help. As opposed to Alexander's Meemaw that, she was always real friendly and, always got along with you fine. Miss Calder's always kind of ignored you. Like, not like if you said hi, she wouldn't respond. I mean, she's not. But you've never been somebody she's consulted with on anything.
Yeah, she never really went out of her way.
You always got the impression that she looked at you as too young to know anything. Well, we may have a situation. It may be kind of an ongoing situation. Don't want to talk too much about it over the phone, and I know you're at work. I don't want to bother you for too long. But Mace and her friends handled last night fairly well, but I'm not sure they've got the specialized knowledge they may need.
Okay.
Alexander might. I don't know what all his Meemaw may have taught him. But he's such a gentle boy. If things get bad, I don't know how well he'd do. He's more a patch people up afterwards sort of fella. So we should. I guess we should probably meet up with Mace and her folk. If you're willing to help out.
Sure, of course.
Oh, it's good to hear that.
What time did you want me to head over? I guess to your place.
Oh yeah. Let me give you the address, though. It's probably in y'all's records there at some point. She rattles off the address, and it's right outside town. Well, a little bit outside town. It's not a far drive or anything. And basically she sets it up for like a late lunch. You know, just basically for you, it'd be coming over as soon as you got off work. And she'll call her at Mace. Mace is in town right now. Hopefully she'll be back by then. She'll call around to see if she can get Alexander and any of the rest of them. But thank you. She'll talk to you later.
Alrighty. I'll see you later.
All right, so Mace, you were just getting the car parts.
Yeah.
And maybe tools or
Getting
whatever
any
you needed.
groceries. Yeah, just getting a few little things she needs and heading back.
As soon as you get back, you see Lula sitting there, jotting stuff down. Oh, good, you're back. Here, I need you to go get this. I've invited. We've got company coming over for an early supper. Somebody I need to introduce you to. She should be helpful in the situation. Don't give me that look. I didn't know I was going to call her before you left.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you doing today?
I was gonna work on fixing a couple things, but let me go get your whatever this all is. Gets back in the car, goes and gets the list.
Goes back to the food line.
Goes to A&P. No. If Grandma catches her at food line, she'll beat her up. She has to go down to A&P.
Nope, that's fair. That's fair. Alexander, you and Ezekiel are still outside. The dog's in much better shape now. Seems to be a little, between whatever it got into a fight with, between that and the healing, it seems a little tired. It winds up curling up on your porch. You may be muted.
I wonder what it got into a tangle with.
I don't know. Seems like it put up a fight, though. Sure.
Yeah.
It's just like petting it where it's not hurt.
Well, it's not really hurt anywhere now. Yeah, you're petting it, and you're brushing off. Occasionally, as you're petting it, you realize you've brushed off a scab, but it looks fine up under there now.
Yeah. So, it's just like continues petting it. Do you think it's a neighbor's dog or something?
I don't know.
Does it have a collar or anything, Jason?
Yeah.
I don't believe it has a collar. Let me double check. Oh, no, I take that back. Yeah, it's actually got a thick leather collar with spikes on it.
No tag or anything?
No tag, nothing identifying it. It literally looks like the kind of collar you put on a dog to protect it from getting, attacked. They put them on some guard dogs. They put them on, dogs trained to, hunt bear or stuff like that.
Well, he seems all right now.
Yeah. I mean, do we call the police station to try and find his home, or the dog just sitting there? What is the
Yeah. Oh,
dog
it's
and-
curled up. It's if y'all are still petting on it, it's curled up
You
next to
had
you,
to
but it's
sneak
asleep.
one in, didn't you?
What a dog doing?
It's just sleeping
I'm
right
not
now.
sure, honestly.
About this time, Alexander, your phone rings.
Zeke will like go up to the porch and then call the dog to see if the dog will come to him, and he'll just have the dog on the porch petting the dog.
Yeah, it
Maybe
rouses
give
up
him
enough
another
to
piece of
walk up
bacon.
there and flop down in your head in your lap.
Yeah, he'll
Give
go
him
answer
another
the.
bacon.
Yeah, he'll go answer the phone.
Alexander, it's Lula.
Hey.
I need you to come over for an early supper today. Say 4 o'clock or so. It should be done in time for you to go to the revival. I'm sure you're going to the revival.
I am, yes.
I don't know if you remember her. Rappy, what is Katrina's last name?
Beaten.
Beaton?
Mm-hmm.
You I don't know if you remember or not, but Katrina Beaton, she was way behind you and Mace in school, but but the Beatons moved to town back in I don't know, maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, now that I think about it, I think your Meemaw may have taught her some stuff, so you may have seen her around.
Okay.
But I thought she might be useful with whatever's going on.
It's pretty good timing. I just had a dog come wandering up, too.
Okay.
And it looks like I got into a tussle with something out in the woods. I got Zeke here, and even he couldn't tell what the bite wound was. Got one of them collars on it for dogs that are used to hunt bears.
Now, we don't have a lot of bears around here, but we do have one wander down every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's interesting. She says in a voice that says she doesn't actually sound all that interested. No, a stray dog wandered up that's been in a fight. Okay. But anyway, I'm trying to get everybody over. Do you know? Let's see. Old lady, is she going to remember everybody's names? Well, you just said Zeke's name. Well, you said you had Zeke there. Be sure to tell him. And give him the address or drive him over here. Whatever. And
yeah.
and his little girlfriend, if she's there.
Well, from what he tells me, she had business out of town.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all can handle the introductions after tonight then. What was that other fellow's name? Cyphus? Yeah, yes, that Cyphus.
Cyrus.
That's what I meant. That was close.
I served with him, so I've known him fairly well.
I'm making a pot pie. So.
Oh, that sounds good.
If you wanted to bring a dessert, that would be
want me-
fine.
I was about to ask if you wanted me to bring any desserts. I'll make something up for you.
Thank you, dear. You're too kind for this world.
Well, I try.
It's probably why you and Mace balance each other so well. She's too mean for this world.
Well, she's got her moments. Did she ever tell you how we met?
I'm sure she has at some point. Beat some fella up, I
Scared
think.
not.
Most of her stories involved her beating somebody up.
Yeah, that was actually, yeah.
Oh yeah, but it was for the reason. That's why I know she's a good person.
She just really wanted to punch that kid in 3rd grade.
You realize that kid's probably got a kid now. Kid's probably got a kid in high school.
She'd punch the kid too.
You may get the chance.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so she leaves. Alexander, she's leaving it in your hands to find Cyphus or whatever his name was.
Cecil.
Cecil.
Cecil?
Cecil B. DeMille?
Stan. His name is Stan.
You say Cecil, I just go to Cecil Ashburn. And those of you who know, you know. Most of the people who live in this area, but anyway. So he'll say his goodbyes, hang up. It's like, well, looks like I'm cooking.
Zeke has fed the dog like 12 pieces of bacon at this point. What are you cooking?
Well, Granny asked, apparently we're all having a get together around 4-ish. Big old meal, so you'll get fed.
Who's Granny?
Mace's grandma.
Oh, the other lady who does voodoo hoodoo stuff. Got it.
Yeah, she's real nice. I like her.
Seems sassy. Maybe that's what Mace takes after.
Well, she asked me to make a dessert. Let's see. What should I make?
13th piece of bacon.
Maybe a pie. No, I've done pie already recently.
Cookies, they're quick and can be made quickly.
Thank you, Ghost Mace.
You're welcome. She screams it out the car she's driving by. Make cookies!
You know what? Got some ingredients. Cookies do sound nice. Do you like chocolate?
Yes.
Good.
Looks down at the dog. I had chocolate before. Says quietly.
Oh, feel free to finish up breakfast if you like. Just don't overfeed the
What do you want me to
dog.
do
It might
with the
upset it.
dog? Do you want me to just close the door? What?
Sure.
Okay. I'll give the dog one more pet and then go inside.
Okay. It's content. Seems to be content to nap on the porch right now. All right, then we'll cut away to Cyrus. As you are finally, you're going into work. A little bit before it opens. Make sure everything's cleaned up. When you get there, the manager is putting up the, he's putting up some of the new movie posters. For upcoming movies. The one he's working on when you get there has got this big shark with like a lady swimming up above it. Came out in 75. Spring of 75. Let's see. What would the other movie be? Oh, it doesn't matter. But he's doing that while one of the local kids, you have seen him in the theater. He watches a lot of stuff.
The Omen came out about that time. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, New Monty Python had. But this kid is excitedly talking to the manager as he's putting up the posters. Sounds like he's trying to convince him. In a few months or whenever it is, there's supposed to be a Doc Savage movie that this kid is super excited about. The manager does not seem overly excited about any part of what he's doing, really. He's just going, oh yeah, well, we've only got 2 screens. We're only carrying 2 movies at a time. We're already going to be carrying this one. Oh, hey, Cyrus.
How's it going, sir?
Oh, pretty good. He's lowering down the little, glass bit up over the poster. To the little kid, I say little kid, he's probably like 12. Excuse me, son, I need to show Cyrus here what he's got to do for today. So he walks into the building with you.
Still trying to get that Doc Samson movie.
Doc Savage or something. I don't even know how a kid that age knows who that is. I was reading those things when I was a kid. Gotta have gotten into his dad's old collection or something. Anyway, I don't have anything to tell you. I just wanted to get away from me.
Well, people still watch Looney Tunes, so.
Well, those are classics. But he goes back to his office. Lets you get to work. Now, Alexander, Granny was leaving it up to you to get in touch with Cyrus. How are you gonna do that?
He doesn't know where Cyrus lives, or even how to get in touch with him, for that matter.
I would say that y'all probably know each other well enough. You know where he works.
Okay.
I'm sure in casual conversation at some point he has mentioned the theater.
Hey, Zeke.
Yeah.
Would you mind and he'll tell him where it is, but would you mind going to Cyrus's workplace and letting him know about the get together?
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Where was it? It's OJ Sparks, is that right? OJ Sparks?
Yeah.
Zeke will leave. Does the dog follow?
Oh. You and Alexander are both giving him
The dog
bacon.
doesn't follow, but the goat does.
Dun, dun, dun.
Zeke was the giver of bacon.
Yes.
Excessively.
Well, now
so.
Alexander had bacon too. Don't undersell his.
Yeah, but Zeke gave him 13 things of bacon.
Give me a roll with the positive interaction thing. If you've got that
Okay.
skill.
I don't have that skill. Is that just intellect
Yeah.
then?
It is for me.
I don't have that skill, so I just didn't.
Do you have
know.
anything with social interaction?
No.
Yeah. For me, the reason why you were able to help on that is because
I mean, I'm
specifically
okay with
of
it. I was just asking the question.
my
If the dog called.
Yeah.
where is it?
It's just a D. If you don't have a skill or an asset to add to it, then it's just a D20.
It's a D20.
Yep.
Good. Just roll one D20, right?
Correct.
Just roll a 20.
Roll a 20.
Just roll a
I
20.
rolled a 20.
See, exactly. Just roll
Just
a
roll
20.
a 20, and you're
Nice.
good.
So yeah, when you hop off and start going, the dog hops up and follows you.
Okay. Zeke will start down the road with the dog.
Is he walking like a person the whole time?
He's walking like a person. He'll get a little bit where like he's not in eyesight of any windows of Alexander's. Dip into the woods and turn into a dog and just start sprinting to the OJs.
You hear a quizzical out of the dog.
Yep.
But he doesn't seem upset by it.
Yep.
He takes off
Just
after you.
two dogs running.
When do you shift?
Basically, he's trying to do it like when he gets out of like eyesight of any of the windows. So I don't know how far the wards go out.
I was about to say, do the wards trigger feeling that shift?
Because if that's the case, he would have felt Zeke coming in as an animal. Because he would have done it on the outskirt of the woods. Because I assume Alexander's got like woods.
I'm going to say the woods are probably kind of the edge of where the wards would be. So I'd say if you went into the woods, you're probably past the wards already.
Be right back.
Okay.
No, you do not feel it.
Alrighty. Fair enough.
He's making his way to OJ Sparks.
All
He's
right.
stopping fairly well away from any kind of town to change back and then walk the rest of the way to the theater.
So yeah, when you start running, the other dog gets very sniffy of you.
When I stop running, or
Well, it's like when you change, you started running, so he didn't really have a chance to, get a good
Yeah.
smell. Once you shift back and you're standing there brushing yourself off for a minute.
Yep. He'll pet the pup and then just walk towards the theater.
Okay.
A little out of breath. A little bit.
The dog seemed a little more nervous in town proper than he was out around Alexander's.
Yeah.
Well,
Zeke
just a
will
lot of
tell him
cars,
that-
a lot of people.
Zeke will like bend down and be like, you can go back or you can follow me. Just stay close.
Yeah, he's sticking to you right
I
now.
don't know if he's gonna understand, but he'll walk towards OJ Sparks.
Okay. The first showing hasn't started yet, but the box office is open by the time you get there.
Yep.
There's a few people buying
Cyrus
it.
is.
Let's see, is Cyrus a projectionist? Patrick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyhow, in a theater this small, I mean that you're a projectionist, but you also do a lot of the cleaning.
Yeah.
There's basically somebody working the ticket booth, somebody working the concession.
Zeke will like. I assume there's a small line, if anything.
Yeah, it's just a couple people.
Okay. So Zeke will wait until they get their tickets. Then when he gets up there, he'll just be, excuse me, does a Mr. Cyrus work here?
Oh yeah. Cyrus works here.
Do you know if I can talk to him real quick? I just have something I need to ask him.
Oh, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. We got a little bit before the first showing starts, so. He's right now. He's probably doing a pre-check on the
Pre-screen.
making sure the new movies are set up. And she basically tells you where the door is up to the projectionist room.
Oh, okay.
Now she tells you to knock on the door. Don't go up there. Knock on the door.
He'll not. He will follow all instructions, and he'll go up to the door and he'll knock.
So Patrick Cyrus is up there setting up Jaws. Well, no, probably not. Jaws probably doesn't open until Friday, probably. So you're up there getting whatever movie is on its last week. When there's a knock on the door.
Gonna crack it open.
Oh, hey, Mr. Cyrus. Do you got a second?
Sure. What do you got? I will step out more or less like into like the stairwell area.
Mr. Alexander sent me to tell you that Mace's granny has invited us to lunch, an early lunch.
An early supper.
Said early supper. Excuse me. Said that she'd like to talk to all of us because we all dealt with what was going on.
You're talking about the deer bull thing, aren't you?
The voodoo hoodoo thing, yeah.
Yep. That's what was her name? Mace. That was her grandma, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mace's granny. Lula?
And that thing seemed to know her too. At least the horse thing that shot.
Yeah. I don't do a lot with the voodoo stuff. So, but do you know where their house is? Mr. Alexander gave me their rough directions.
Give me a moment. I'll come out with like a pad and pen and write them down.
Okay. He'll write off how to get there.
When she said early supper, did she actually give a specific time or?
I don't think she did. I think she just said an early supper.
She'd probably said around 4.
Around 4. So, around 4-ish.
Give me 1 second. Check the movie
every
times.
every time like Cyrus like goes to close the door or goes back in, he's trying to peek inside. because curiosity. He's just like,
what does a projectionist room look like?
That cat curiosity runs strong.
Yep.
Check the movie schedules and see if there's a good break at around that time. See, because I might have to talk to Mr. Sparks about it, but he should let me head over.
Okay.
If Miss was it Calton? Is that their last name again?
Calder.
Miss Calder.
Miss Calder's still kind of well known around here. He might let me head over. Although from what
are you sure you want to do
gathered,
that'd be your boss's reaction. Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, it's not a problem, but are you sure you want to go over there?
Oh, yeah.
She's trying to set you up with her granddaughter. Run.
Now, one of the things I'll explain is I actually met Miss Calder at the. If you heard about that incident last night with that man who went missing.
Oh yeah, I heard somebody got lost in the woods. Oh, you were one of the folks that went out and found him. Oh, that's good of you.
Yeah, then Miss Calder was one of the ones that helped us. She was actually out there giving us a hand, but she had to stay behind because she's an old lady at this point.
Oh yeah, she's been around forever. I don't remember when she wasn't old. Don't tell her I said that. So, all right, so y'all get that set up.
Still.
Yep.
I kind of
Zeke-
mentioned to Mr. Sparks that I'm still kind of new around here, but I've heard she's got like the Calders in general kind of have a reputation.
Yeah, they're a rough bunch. I mean, they're not like criminals, I don't guess. I mean, Mace beat a bunch of people up in high school, though.
And after high school.
Or before high
last
school.
week.
And there was that other person she met like at 2 this afternoon.
She's actually in town beating up someone right now. If you do a smash cut.
Look, the cashier was shortchanging you. You're pretty sure it was on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Because of who you are.
All you hear is "count it again," and she slams his head into the counter.
Coins scatter everywhere. Zeke, once Zeke does that, he'll leave the theater and then make his way back to Alexander's.
All right, so 4 o'clock rolls around. Through hook or by crook, you all manage to get there. You have a nice, pleasant dinner. Katrina, Granny Lula fills you in on exactly what went on the night before. That's not what, the deputy that was there, the official report does not talk about all the supernatural stuff that went on. And even the rumor mill really, isn't saying much, just, it just sort of vaguely says someone was drug off into the woods by, by an animal, and it references the fact that the night before at the revival somebody had seen an animal, but that the man's injuries were very minor, The deputy Don and some or Deputy Knotts, the paper probably uses his last name, took some some other townsfolk volunteers and went in and got him back. It's real light on detail. And Lula explains that, not being able to go out, hiking around these hills like she used to. Well, she needs somebody younger with the required knowledge. And she looks over at Alexander, and I don't know how much your Meemaw taught you about dealing with, haints and things, but I mean, I know she was competent enough to ward her own house and stuff, but
Well, I've been going through her old stuff. I've been recharging the wards. So I've been getting them back up to snuff.
Oh, good. Especially if we've got something wandering around.
Yeah.
We might need to set up wards around everybody else's homes. Need to be something that keeps them out, though, because it's not really going to do y'all any good if I know somebody's sneaking up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want everybody's phone numbers before you leave.
I don't have a phone.
Haven't you got one at that place you and your girl are staying?
Nick's got a phone call in the middle
The
of the night.
cat. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yep, we're good. Never mind. It was a cabin, so that's why I was.
Well, you're not that far outside of town, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're within a half mile of town. So yeah. And it's the 70s. Phones are most everywhere.
Then to retract my statement, Zeke will say this: it's like I have no idea what the number.
All right, go. Well, shoot, I was gonna say call us, but I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, caller ID is probably not a thing. Definitely not a thing.
Lulu,
Appalachia.
Lulu knew the number, but she had to go after Paradise.
Mace just kind of gets a distant look for a moment. Oh, that's a shame.
Vietnam flashback noises.
Kill Bill sirens.
That's probably even better.
I'll say Vietnam
Maybe-
flashback noises. Both Cyrus and Alexander look up. It's like, my people?
Maybe I can talk to who we're written from. Maybe they know the number.
Might just be written on the phone too if you lift up the receiver.
Did not think of that. I'll do that.
And Cyrus living in a camper, I'm going to assume he does not have a phone.
No, he does not.
Your boss mind us leaving messages with you at the theater?
I'll ask him.
Even if it's just, hey, when you get a chance, get in contact with somebody.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do. Hand him a radio frequency. I still got an old one, so if you need to just contact me that way, you can.
Cyrus has a CB.
Get the urge just get on and go, a breaker.
So, Mace, you know that your dad at some point had a CB in the Studebaker. At some point, your grandmother removed it. Because she did, something about it. She didn't want to listen to foul mouth truck drivers.
They actually got tired of listening to her. No.
But you also know your grandmother rarely throws anything out, so it's probably around the house somewhere.
I'll look around. I think Dad had one way back. Probably still mostly works.
Your grandma's like, I think it's in the shed. I definitely boxed it up and put it somewhere.
Grandma, there's a lot of stuff in the shed.
Guess I know what you're doing tomorrow then.
I guess I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I can help if you need help.
If you are desperately bored and are up to date on your tetanus shots, you're more than welcome.
What's a tetanus shot?
You'll be fine, don't worry.
Oh, if y'all want, y'all can come over for breakfast too. I don't mind making food for folks. If y'all want to pick me up for tomorrow.
For what tomorrow? You want to help come rummage?
Good.
I will not turn down more over medium eggs.
Oh, you like those? Glad to hear it.
That's what they are, right? Over medium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all can just come over here whenever you're done. If anyone else wants to come rummage in the shed, since we're gonna make it a party, apparently.
Did the dog come with us?
That's the big question. Do they have the dog with them?
The dog seemed hesitant to get into a vehicle.
Okay.
It's close
So-
enough.
So he was sitting on the porch,
Zeke would have made sure he had water and food, if anything.
No,
before
yeah,
they
he's
left.
gonna stand on the porch then.
That's messed up.
But yeah, as y'all are discussing the shed party for tomorrow, Mace, your grandmother stands up out of her chair so fast she knocks her chair over.
Mace probably stands up just as quick, but doesn't knock the chair over.
And when when your grandmother goes to take a step, you can see her hip gives out on her, which is it's been doing. It's like her legs are
She
getting weak.
catches her.
Yeah, you were already standing up and kind of ready, so okay. Ah, damn hip. Something hit my wards. Didn't make it through the
Something
wards.
recognized, or-
Nico,
Nope.
Nico, go to the window.
Felt kind of nasty. Now, Mace's home is a farm. Not that there's a whole lot of farming going on anymore. You still got a little.
Homesteader farm.
Yeah, it was a little bigger. There was more back in the day, but it's been just your grandmother for a while. She had the one little patch in the back that she kept, but she hasn't bothered to plant anything this year because she's having so much trouble getting around.
Just has the tomatoes.
But basically, it hit the. What you can remember her and your dad and your granddad jokingly referring to as the back 40. It's not actually 40 acres, though. The entire property isn't 40 acres.
No.
But basically, this little back pasture that they used to keep, some animals on. Basically, it was hitting the back edge of that fence there.
You'd be okay if we go check it out?
Yes, nothing's getting in this house that I don't want in this house.
Damn right. And she's like grabbing her coat.
Meanwhile, Alexander goes over to her and is like, all right, give me a minute.
Careful, her hip might be bad, but her right hook's still good.
Well, if she knows what's good for her, she'll let me heal her.
You can't heal old age, boy.
Yeah, but I can certainly make it better.
That's a chronic condition.
I'm aware. So you're gonna let me heal you?
I think he's gonna follow Mace. He's like, I know nothing about this hoodoo voodoo stuff.
Let's say Cyrus will know exactly what's happening here. Alexander is slipped into doctor mode.
I just like the fact
Doctor.
that Zeke is like, I don't want nothing to do with this woo-woo
Any of
bullshit.
this magic stuff.
I'm a simple
And I'm the
man
one who
that
turns
turns into
into an
dogs and
animal.
cats.
He doesn't think of it as magic. He just thinks it's something that he's done forever.
You,
That he has to
yeah,
keep
everyone's
secret
turned
and
into a
can't tell
dog and
anybody
cat.
about.
Like, wait, you guys can't
Dogs
do
and
this?
cats. I turn into them. Mass hysteria.
And he does perfect remedy, Granny.
Which have even
Oh.
lost health points though? If it's just
4.
hip.
Not
He
really,
gets-
but I'm
he
willing
gets-
to say that eases the pain.
It's like
No.
she gets 40 years back on her life.
She's kind of like, oh, yeah, that's okay.
It's like chugging some Tylenol.
All right, that's kind of nice. It usually takes whiskey to make it feel that much better.
Yeah, well, that's
I wonder if I can make it out there now.
Gran.
Man.
All right. Fine, you go out there. Mace can just punch it.
Mace just punch it.
Katrina-
What I'm good at.
Katrina, please go out there with him so we can figure out what this is.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The fact that Alexander and Mace said that simultaneously.
So y'all head back. As you're getting close to the fence, you're starting to smell.
And a quick question here.
Mhm.
Which one of the Golden Girls would best represent Granny?
Oh jeez.
Oh, wouldn't it be the mom? The
Yeah,
sassy mom?
yeah.
Yeah, it probably would be. I'm blanking on her name at the
I
moment.
can't remember her name. But everybody knew what I
Sylvia.
was talking about.
So yeah.
Sylvia.
Thank
Sylvia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would probably
Everybody
be
knew
the
who I was
Combination
talking
of-
about as soon as I said the mom.
one. Her or the one Maud was playing. Either one of those potentially. Anyway, as you get close to the fence, though, you're getting the smell of burnt leaves, basically.
Not fun.
No one should be doing that this early.
And back behind the farm, there's a little stretch of woods that ends up kind of going out and connecting to more woods. But if you go, but if you're a little more east through the woods, it's less than half a mile before you get to some more houses.
If Cyrus hadn't brought his gun to dinner, Mace would have offered him either the rifle from the truck or one of the pistols.
Okay.
Just in case he didn't bring a gun to dinner.
Probably wouldn't have.
Uh,
Be a bit
I was about to say there was a 50-50 shot there, but
up to you.
Shot.
And there's Zeke there with fists.
Let's go see what's bumping our wards. I think the fence is about the limit of the wards.
And it's right at the fence that you have this pile of smoldering, leaves, vines, plant life.
Kudzu. Nobody stands still too long.
Well, it's like it's just a pile of, like somebody took a trash bag full of the stuff and just dumped it out right there, and then set it on fire.
Okay.
Does it look like the kind of plants that got blown off when we shot it?
You were
That's
shooting
mostly
dirt. That was dirt packed around old bones.
Can I identify the plants, leaves, things?
Well, they're
Guys
kind of
have a skill
burned
for
at the
that.
moment, but you do have, let's see, what herbalism? I think herbalism might factor into that.
I think she had herbalism and then something with identifying
wilderness
plants and
lore.
creatures.
Yeah, you specifically had one for identifying plants and creatures, so you can go ahead and roll
Wilderness
me
lore.
that one.
How do I roll?
Okay. So you hit the little.
Do you have it in skills?
And special ability. Oh, I have wilderness navigation, which is also part. Wilderness lore is a part of it. Yes.
Okay, well, you'd be using the identify plants and creatures that you have under wilderness navigation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little dice icon over to the left.
Okay. Do I have a bonus?
So let's see, if you click that, let's see, you've got the skills that would already be factoring in. So bonus would be 0 because you're just using the knowledge you've already got.
All right. And submit.
Yep, submit.
Oh, difficulty.
And then it will ask you the difficulty. The difficulty is difficult. Or 4.
Okay.
Okay, it's got the name and the difficulty. Okay. And then you hit submit on that one.
Effort to roll.
All right, see now, what effort is you can choose to spend some of your pool points.
I think it was like 3.
Yeah, I think it costs 3 to do this, and that will lower the difficulty, just like having your skill or having a cipher that helps you or something.
The amount of times that you can put into effort is equal to the effort in the top right of your sheet. Usually, it's 1 to start off.
Right now we have 4.
Yeah, right now.
So you can only do 3 points. Later on, if you have a 2, you can do 6, etc., etc.
But if you spend those points, it like I said, it drops the difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having to roll a 12 for this, you'd have to roll a 9.
And your edge does take into account for this. So if you have an intellect edge, you still use 3 effort, but it takes 1 less out of your intellect.
Yeah. It only actually costs the 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So I do 3 for effort, right?
Well, no. The effort to roll, you would just put the 1.
Okay.
Because that's not having
asset.
You have no assets at the moment.
Okay.
And an asset's just a generic anything else you've got that adds to it.
Like me helping Alexander.
Right.
Okay. And macro options cost.
Just skip. Yeah, I think just go next. I think.
Yeah, I think you've got everything you needed there.
Yay!
All right,
Hey,
so
there
the
you go.
difficulty was 4, which means you needed a target number of 12. You were trained in the skill, so that drops it.
Used an effort.
Oh yeah, trained effort, which means you only needed a 6. You rolled an 11, which would be anything up to a 9.
And if you read at the bottom, Rappy, you see where it says cost. It says 3 plus 0 plus 1 minus 1. The minus 1 is the edge, meaning you only take 2 points out of your intellect pool. So it will
Okay.
tell you when you do that.
Or you would take it out of your current, leave your pool the same, so you know how many you have to bump it back up to.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I was
then
doing that opposite, but yeah.
the current should be 15.
Yes, if that's 2
Okay.
less than
If
your
you add,
maximum.
yeah, if you add 17, then it goes down to 50.
Okay.
We're figuring it out.
Math. Just with less dice.
So it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be one mass. Everything seems to be kind of connected. I mean, it's a little hard to tell. Most of the leaves have burned off. So you got this mass of vines and other plants that all seem to be melded into each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's not really just one plant.
Yum.
How many plants would it have been then?
At least 2. A lot of the vines are making you think of kudzu or ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this stuff is burnt, so it's a little harder to identify than just if you were looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a slight. You see some almost rose-colored petals, a little bit off, like it had come off the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is not something you're actually familiar with. Like I said, it seems like it's a mishmash. And then you notice another little mass of this sort of stuff further back. Into the woods just a little bit. But it looks like a tangle of vines and leaves with a little bit of like red flowery petals. Not actual full flowers, but just like a mass of individual petals almost.
Ace is looking for a stick to poke it with.
Okay, you step into the wood, through the fence. You have to climb over or through the fence.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you've traversed barbed wire fence before.
Yep.
Uh,
So I just got the jacket.
and given given Mace's physicality and size, she could probably hop a fence without too much trouble.
She's probably hopped this fence multiple times.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you go over there. You have no trouble finding a stick.
It looks just like a pile of leaves.
You notice there's another pile. You notice there's a couple other piles. It's like they're just sort of dotting the woods. So you said you want to poke it with a stick?
Yeah, she'll poke the one that is like the one that was obviously burnt, just to kind of move it around, see if there's anything deeper underneath it.
Not really. It's a tangle. It's this tangle of of vines basically. That the top most, like I said, it's kind of burned all the way through. If you get in the middle of it's still fairly solid.
I don't know why this would set it off. I'm looking at the other ones. I don't know what that is though. But that's never stopped me before, and goes and tries to poke it with a stick too.
Okay.
So you can just watching her poke it with a stick. What the hell?
Mace like, nah, I'm gonna poke it.
I assume Zeke, with him being in the woods, has never seen anything like this.
No, you've never seen it. If you were just stomping through the woods, going somewhere, you'd have probably not have paid the slightest bit of attention to this. It's just a pile of brush with with some some flowers or something.
Doesn't look like anything grand planted or so.
No, and this is back technically off her property anyway.
Yeah.
Not that ever stopped her from when she was younger from climbing back through here, going to some wild blackberry bushes that were back here.
Oh yeah.
But as you poke it with the stick, a bunch of those vines, the whole thing kind of shimmies, and some of those vines along its back unfurl in a very unplant-like, unnatural manner.
Well, that ain't right.
Zeke steps back like, what the hell?
She has a stick still in hand, but like holding it more like a bat now, kind of defensive.
That front part where all the petals are, the bundle up under it kind of splits, and you see where it's got thorns. But they're lined up like rows of teeth. If you check the Discord, I threw a picture of it in there.
That's just...
Oh, that's not fun.
I love it.
No, that's not fun at all.
For more plant-based horror, read T. Kingfisher, House with Good Bones. You'll thank me later.
And of course, you've never, heard or ever thought you would hear a plant growl. And it's aggressive enough that you recognize it as probably the equivalent of a growl.
Yeah. It's a plant growling and baring its teeth, so she's like, nah.
And it's shuddering, and the leaves that are now mostly up under it are rustling very aggressively. And you're starting to hear that same rustling repeating from the other little piles that you saw. That they're starting to... They haven't unfurled yet like this one has, but they're starting to do the little shudder.
Oh, this ain't good.
Alexander, having kind of followed.
First.
Yeah.
Initiative rolls.
Okay.
Now, rapidly, the way we do initiative.
D20?
Yes, it's just a straight D20. You can spend out of your speed pool for this, I believe.
There is an initiative thing.
Rappy had an initiative skill on their character.
Yes. Oh, dang it.
From either suspicious.
What's the difficulty?
Let me check the write-up.
Because we have the initiative button that we can all use, but if you're trained in initiative or have some kind of like bonus to your initiative.
Rappy is actually trained in it, I believe.
Yep.
Or trainer. So difficulty is 3.
Demanding.
Yes.
Do I put anything for a bonus? No, right?
No. Because if you have yours as trained, it should.
And the difficulty is 3.
Jason, can I get +2 damage for my initiative roll?
You may not.
Oh, hell yeah. Twins.
Me and Zay rocking the +2 damage.
Let's go!
The two frontline-ish fighters, kinda.
Yep.
Pop up.
But is Zeke a frontline fighter in human form?
Technically, yes.
Alright, so let's see. Starting from the bottom and working up.
Socks, did you roll?
Rappy goes before, or Katrina goes before the creature. Oh, and to explain initiative to you, Rappy, the number you're trying to beat is the difficulty of the creature. Anybody that beats it goes before it. Anybody that doesn't beat it goes after it. And y'all can kind of hash out in what order y'all want to go. It's not that big a deal. All right, so Alexander is going after the creature. So Alex is under it.
Everyone else is before.
Is everybody else up before? To see. Yep. Cyrus tied it. I believe it's meter beat, so that's fine. Yeah. So only Alexander goes after it. So I'm just going to go around the initiative order, or go around the screen as I'm seeing you, skipping Alexander because he goes after. Mace, what is Mace doing? Or Sarah, what is Mace doing?
She is punching it. Combination of Iron Fist and Lick.
Okay.
Three difficulty, correct?
Yes, it doesn't have anything that jacks it up for combat specifically.
Takes it down to 3 damage, and it is dazed, I think. Yeah, dazes target for 1 round, during which all tasks that are performed are hindered.
All right. Cyrus, what are you doing?
I am going to hold in position, because do I actually see Mace running up to it? For a
Well,
punch?
you saw her step up and poke it, and that's when it reacted like this. And now you've seen her
Now
punch
it's
it.
Bad leaf dog.
If it essentially, if it moves towards Mace, I'm gonna plug it.
I got you. So you're sighting down the rifle she handed you.
Yeah.
And are ready to take the shot when and if it makes an aggressive move.
Whoop. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I don't know why.
Katrina, what would you like to do?
I guess because of the stuff I can have. Still trying to figure that out. Weapon wise, for goods and stuff. I think I would have had a hunting knife.
That makes perfect sense. The hunting knife's something you.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Now you could have expensive items, so you could have a pistol or something if you wanted to.
I could.
It's the 70s in North Carolina. It's not hard to get a gun.
But would she have carried that with her to her job and then to this?
Now that is very reasonable. That's very reasonable.
Mace did offer weapons as they were leaving, because she
That's
offered
true.
Cyrus the rifle or pistol.
Yeah. So if Katrina wanted a weapon, she could have one right now. She'd just not be borrowing it from Mace.
Yeah, I guess she'll borrow. You said you had a pistol?
Yeah, her house probably had a couple pistols, couple rifles. It's
All right, then
yeah.
she'll probably grab the rifle and shoot.
They live up to their reputation.
Yeah. Your father and grandfather would have had each had their own rifle or shotgun or whatever.
I'm trying to see how it would have been.
All right, so you don't.
With it.
It doesn't look like you've got a skill. So that would be a straight. All right, so that would just be the straight dice roll. And you need a 9. So you got about a 50-50 chance hitting it.
Trying to see.
Might be more like 45-55.
Because the rifle is a medium weapon. Medium does 4 points of damage.
Are you trained?
Damage? Don't think so, no.
So yeah, you don't have anything to adjust the difficulty then.
I guess damage would be 4, right? Just to put it in the area, or no?
If you're doing rifle, your stat would be speed, Mod 0, damage 4, skill, untrained, cost
Okay.
0, distance long.
Trying to. But how do I use? Oh, attacks.
Yep.
There we go. So you said my stat would be
Speed.
speed.
Mm-hmm.
Mod 0,
Untrained.
damage 4, untrained, cost 0, distance long.
Well,
And then you just click the dice.
and 3 is the difficulty, right?
Correct.
Failed.
Ooh,
Okay, so you fired and missed.
Mhm.
hard miss.
You don't want to roll ones in this. Let me just throw that out there.
Okay.
That gives me a free DM
That
intrusion
is,
or GM intrusion.
Okay.
or
Don't want to roll on 1 on anything.
or GM intrusive thought is probably a better description.
Yeah. But she does have that skill with, I think it was suspicious.
Suspicious or superstitious or something.
Yeah,
Superstitious?
it allows for one of them, one GM intrusion to be blocked without paying XP cost.
Mm-hmm.
But only once per 10 hours, so.
Ah, so fired and missed. Zeke, what are you doing?
I'm going to punch it.
All right, so you run up next to Mace.
I'm gonna punch this shrub.
4 damage.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to write down this damage that Mace did. I should probably write both of that down.
We both did 4
She
damage
did-
to it.
No, she did 3 because she did the days on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Does it have armor? Alas, no.
I was going to say it's a bush. I'd hope not.
Hey, you never know. Some of them, there's some tough bushes.
Yeah. Just punch it and there's a piece of plate mail underneath.
Or wood. You're punching
Carries with a
wood.
branch.
That's true.
Uh,
Hey, I was
Oh.
thinking of the heavy vines, okay?
all right, so Mace did 3, and then Zeke did 4. Okay.
Correct.
All right, then it is the creature's turn. Let's see. In combat, can attack twice around with thorn tendrils.
Nice.
So there's 2 people directly at it. You know, directly next to it, punching it. So it will attack each of you.
Oh, fun.
And
So-
when it does that, I activate.
That is true. Go ahead and take your shot. Ezekiel and Mace can go ahead and be figuring out their probably
Speed is for dodge,
speed for
correct?
dodging. I believe so.
Yeah. Difficulty 3.
No, because you have stunned it, so it's hindered, so that drops it to difficulty 2.
Yeah.
But that would be difficulty 2 for myself as well, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it dazes the creature. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for its actions. So it's not easier for y'all to shoot it or anything, but it's easier for y'all to avoid being hit.
4 damage to it, sir.
All right. It is not looking great, but it is still moving. Way
Zeke
more than
got
a plant should.
special.
Yeah, I got a special on the dodge. I don't know if that will do anything.
Well, it can do plus. No, wait, it's not going to do damage to that. I'll give you an asset for your next action against it.
Cool. Sounds good.
So if you punch it next round, or if it gets a chance to attack again, you could use that to make
Dodge.
it even easier to dodge.
Gotcha.
Let's see, and Marigold also. Magnolia also. I've got a Marigold in my other game, so my brain keeps trying to switch those names.
Dang flowers.
Yeah.
Blur.
All right, so both of y'all got out of the way if it's flinging tendrils. And you notice the vines have thorns coming out of them.
Now that ain't good.
Nah, ain't nothing good about this. Then Alexander, it is your go.
You are muted.
I was about to say I wasn't hearing anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what he'd do.
Extreme violence, clearly. Don't try to pretend he'd be a pacifist here. He mows his yard. This is no different.
He's gonna try to see if this is a thing that comes from the dark. Because he's not a combatant. He's gonna see if he can spot something that maybe will help them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your. What is it that you're rolling? What skill would you be using? Or
Understanding magic.
okay.
Kind of difficulty am I looking at here?
Could always use the creatures, unless you want to make it more difficult.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Just because a creature's weak, it doesn't mean it's going to be easier for you to identify. I'm going to go with challenging. Because you don't have a clue what this is right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Doesn't look anything like the other stuff we fought.
No. Definitely does not look like it.
I will expend a level of effort on this.
Okay.
My effort.
So it'll drop
No,
you from
no, his
difficult to demanding? Or no, did I say difficult or challenging initially?
Challenging initially.
Okay.
Major effect.
Just roll a 20.
I guess.
Just roll
Yeah.
a 20. All right, so you're gonna get a lot more. You're gonna get more information than I would have expected you to get the first time running into it. Not that it's all that relevant.
His name's Cornelius.
It's called a hoogadiboo.
No, his name is Audrey, obviously.
Yeah, that's fair.
Audrey
yeah.
2. Audrey 1 got fried. This is Audrey 2. 3, 4, and 5 are clearly out there.
Yep. When did that?
We don't talk about Audrey 6.
No, Audrey 6 got weird. All right. So, clearly, this stuff is affected by something.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, the first thing you think of, that's something you could compare this to, is the stories you've heard about the knot deer. Now, nobody really knows what's caused that. There's a lot of different theories. Yeah. But you're pretty sure this has been affected by the dark. Whether there's something else involved or not, you don't know. Nothing about this strikes you as being of the dark, necessarily. Like, you don't think there's some higher consciousness steering this?
Yeah.
It's been turned into whatever it's been turned into. but it may just be running on whatever instincts it's got now. Like, it may not be malevolent. It may just be hungry. Maybe it hungers for flesh, like most animals do. Who knows?
Not the animals.
I totally wasn't checking the motivation. But you know it's not natural.
Jason-
It's clearly been affected by something.
Jason, just an FYI, it's 9:35.
Obviously.
We are going to finish mowing this yard.
Oh no, that's fine. I just wanted to give Jason a warning.
Does he see where the others are?
Well, technically, it was only Katrina that made the roll to see him. But I will let you make a roll for that. Be intellect. Have you got a? I think it's awareness in this.
I don't know. So,
All right. So the difficulty for this will be 5
Mm-hmm.
because it is stealth related.
Yeah. Silly question, but would I maybe get an asset from the 20 I rolled?
I'll
Like,
allow
would
that.
I
I'll
know
allow
that
that.
they kind of operate kind of in packs.
Well, no, because this is not a creature you've ever dealt with before.
Seen before.
Uh,
Understood. Okay.
but with what you roll, I'll go ahead and give you the advantage to spot more of them.
Okay.
At least at the moment,
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, hard to do anything when you roll a 2.
No, yeah, that's fine. Considering he's gonna go back into the house.
Well, now you got to walk through some
Typically-
pasture to get back to the house. It's going to take some time.
Oh, okay, we're not at the end. All right.
Back 40.
I just imagine he just like turns around.
Nope.
Never mind.
I'm going to get the Band-Aid.
Y'all got this.
Well, anyway, that's Alexander's action for right now.
Yeah, it is.
So we're back around to Mace at the top of the order.
But yeah, it is 9:30.
Do we want to go ahead and stop here and pick up next time then?
I'm down for either one.
That works. As in, like, we can pick up right here because we're kind of in a good spot because we haven't really.
Yeah.
We're at the top of back at the top of the
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah.
And I've got the initiative written down, so we won't even have to double check that or anything.
Yeah. Cool.
It's easy when all I have to do is write down only Alexander goes last.
Initiative
Alright.
is much easier.
All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I had fun. Took me a little while to corral y'all together, but that was on me. Oh, we never did Rappy's connections thing,
We can
and I meant to start
do
that on. Oh well,
after
well,
stream or tomorrow.
We'll figure that later.
that or this is
I'll
her.
let you-
This is Katrina's origin story
connections.
where the connections will appear.
I think that's actually one of them
And that is one of the
where all of it just connects to this area.
That'll work then.
they came looking for help with a problem and found her.
Yep.
Except it was Lula like, go help these idiots.
It was divine intervention, or well, granny intervention. All right, but anyway, hope y'all had fun. Hope whoever comes by and checks us out had fun. We miss you, Nix, if you're still there.
Yep.
Or I guess even if you're not. I mean,
Yeah.
But anyway, again, I was your storyteller
Regardless
for the
of your
evening, Jason. And with the night has been Patrick as Cyrus,
Good night, everyone.
Rappy as Katrina, Carr as Ezekiel. Sarah as Mace. And Eric as Alexander. And we will see y'all next time.
Oh, bye.